Yo, I think it's about time we start the show, baby.
Who's this suspicious character strapped with the sounds profound, similar to rhymes spit by damagers? You're in the terror dome, like my man Chuck D said. Time to dethrone you clothes and all you knuckleheads. Cause MCs have used up extended warranties, while real MCs and DJs are a minority. But right about now, I use my authority, cause I'm like the wizard and you look lost like Dorothy.
On this tour, I'm going to places where I've never been in Europe with Jazz Mataz or Gang Starr. Like, we just came from Poland, that was my first time there. Just came from Yugoslavia, that was my first time there, and also my first time in Slovenia. And so, for me, it's letting me know that hip-hop is being accepted even more now worldwide. And it's exciting. Even on my last Jazz Mataz tour, I went to Istanbul, Turkey, and I've never been there, and I also went to Portugal. So, you know, I see that the hip-hop scene is growing, and that's exciting to me.
Low and baggy slacks, subtracting all the rappers who like over Premier's tracks. Severe facts have brought this rap game to their collapse. So as I have in the past, I will pass, dropping lyrics that be hotter than sex and candle wax. And one-dimensional MCs can't handle that while the world's revolving.
It's my attempt to start this label off, and I wanted to have a chance to showcase my new talent, you know, my artists, and also to show versatility as a rapper, because sometimes I think that rappers limit themselves by being only in one, putting themselves in one, you know, to do one style. And I've shown, you know, over the years that I can do different things with the Jazz Mataz. Of course, Gang Starr being the nucleus of everything. So this is kind of like, again, it's like another alter ego too, Bald Head Slick, which I mentioned Bald Head Slick on Gang Starr Records and on Jazz Mataz Records. So those who really know Guru, they know when they hear Bald Head Slick that that's me.
So how is Gang Starr and Jazz Mataz projects doing right now? Alive and kicking? Or?
Well, of course. As far as Gang Starr, we completed maybe 4 or 5 songs before I left for this tour on November 4th. And when I return on December 3rd, we go back in the studio to try to complete the album before I go on the road for a couple of weeks between December and January, 2 in the States. One on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. But around that, we're going to try to finish up the next Gang Starr record, which I'm very excited about. And that's going to be, of course, a big production. That's going to be on Virgin Records, and that's going to be big promotion and so forth. Every time when I get with DJ Premier to come back to do Gang Starr, it's always intense because each one of us is growing as an artist individually, and then it's like we're family members. So when the family comes together to do this, it's like the energy is so high, and the respect level is so great, and we push each other to really do excellent music. And you know, I'm very excited about this album. And the phenomenon about Gang Starr is that we've been making records since '88. I've been making records since '86, but together with Premier since '88, and we're selling more records now. Like 98 and 99 were our biggest selling records. So the audience is even opening up bigger. And I think what it is that we have the diehard Gang Starr fans that know us from the beginning, and then we have new fans, 14, 15-year-old kids who are getting into our music as well. And so it's an interesting phenomenon, and it's almost like a rebirth. And I'm very excited about that. And then with Jazz Mataz, I'm renegotiating a new contract for the next album. So that will come after Gang Starr, probably 2003.
Maybe your soul you sell to have massive. Now put your hands up, push them up, keep them up, put your hands up, everybody push them up.
Guru, is it okay to you if we play you some Finnish tracks from Finnish acts?
Sure.
And you say some words about them?
No problem.
Suckers be pretending they're hardcore, but never know the meaning of raw. When I get props like a slogan and no man could never try to diss when I kick my jet.
Who's this?
Thin Delicates.
Thin Delicates? I like it. I like the production, the beats. The production is very nice. I like the flow of the rappers. I like the voices, the sound of the voice. I don't know what they're saying, but I like it. They're good. Who is this?
It's like, in English, it's like phlegmatics.
I like that's different from the other group, but I like this too. This is like real mellow sounding. I like the beat, the production again, and I like the voices. I like both of those, but they're different. It's a different style. For him to rhyme in English is going to make it more difficult for him. Yeah, because he's going to have to compete with everybody who's rhyming in English.
So what do you think? Do you think that?
And I like the production better on the first two.
Yeah.
The beats, I like better. But he has a good flow.
Yeah. So
sounds all right. I like his name.
So do you think like acts in Finland, they should rap in Finnish?
Yes. I think that because it's the same way I feel about the success of the German rap and French rap, is that this is your culture, and you know, in the beginning, I thought that they used to try to be like American, but after the scene has developed, now I see they're rhyming about their own issues and their own culture and their own situation, you know, with the government and police and etc. And I think that's better. But I think what has to happen is that the Finnish audience has to buy the records and support it. Yeah. The radio has to play it and so forth. And then the scene will grow.